Hello and welcome back to Frog Boy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and tonight I want to show you guys my new setup, what I got going on. Talk about the exciting game news that happened this week, as well as go over some of the and go over the discussion about the OLED versus QLED. That man, I've had some time to check it out. I got both of my TVs mounted. Everything's going pretty good. Wow, the contrast is freaking stark. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. It definitely helps out the channel, and I need you so that I can grow and continue to do this. So, all right, let's talk about some of the gaming news real quick. We got a couple of shows this week. Some stuff getting announced. We got a new Tom Clancy game from Ubisoft getting announced tomorrow at 11 o'clock. So 12 o'clock where I'm at, 11 o'clock, Pacific time. Hey, game, what's up? What's going on, my friend? We got, and then we got the EA show this week. They basically said with the EA thing, don't expect any Star Wars or basically anything cool. Don't expect anything cool. You'll get what you get. No Skate 4 news. Well, maybe a little bit, they said. When it comes to with this EA thing that's going, or not EA, but Ubisoft with the new Tom Clancy game, don't get your hopes up for Splinter Cell, guy. This is probably a free to play. Oh, the concert was super good, man. It was so good. Whew, man. It started a little bit late because it was sold out, completely packed. We had like 50,000 people there at Rice Eccles Stadium, dude. It was so good, dude. Garth Brooks is an amazing performer, man. Amazing. If you get a chance to see him, I definitely recommend getting some tickets to that. So, me and the wife had a great time, dude. It was so good. So good. So, if you, gosh dang, I need to stop playing with this. So do not expect a Splinter Cell. Don't expect another like Rainbow Six, or if it's anything, different setup, man. No more gray curtain. Yeah, we're getting rid of the gray. Gray curtain's gone, guys. Yep. I had to hang that TV somewhere. So I threw that right there. And now I got both of my TVs, and now when I get games on both consoles, I can play them both at the same time and really check out the difference. So a while back, guys, we talked about A Plague's Tale Innocent looking a little fuzzier, a little blurrier on the PlayStation 5. That's not the case. Chromatic aberration was the culprit for that one. Turned it down to low on both of them, and it looks almost identical. It looks pretty good on both systems. So, yeah, my bad. I messed that up. Completely screwed that up. Didn't even know that chromatic aberration was even a thing in there until I was looking around at the. Didn't even notice that until I was looking around at the HDR settings, because when you compare OLED to QLED, there's a major difference. So like I said, that QLED gets really bright. You get really bright contrast. You get really bright highlights, but on the OLED you get a more darker, grounded looking picture. Yeah, dude, it's like night and day, guys. Especially having them both on the same wall and having both of them set up with the same game on them. It looks. First time I've heard of this. Does that mean Returnal will look less muddy also? I don't know if Returnal has a chromatic aberration setting in that, though. I don't think so. I don't think that one has like any settings to play around with anything game. That was just the unless it got updated and got rid of that blur. It looks basically the same now. I mean, to an extent. I mean, I had one on one TV and one on the other TV, and I was looking at them both. And like right when loading in the game, and you just let Amicia stand there while she's talking to her dad. the bricks over on the arch over there, they looked on the PlayStation 5 looked a little bit blurrier, but once I set the chromatic aberration to both of them to off, they both look pretty close. They look pretty close. So I mean, it's a beautiful game. There's a lot of detail in that game. Either way you go should be a good experience. What's up, Hypnotica 420? I can't play console because of post-processing like chromatic aberration being able to remove anti-aliasing and that BS. What makes PC good? Yeah, there's so much of that stuff, you know, that chromatic aberration. I freaking hate film grain, dude. I can't stand those two. If I have to suffer through a game of film grain, whatever, but normally if I get an option, I turn all of that off. Motion blur, everything's got to go. Everything. I can't do it. I feel like it distorts the image way too much. And you know, I mean, like, yeah, it might be something that they go out of their way to do as a way to, you know, like an artist touch or whatever. But I don't know, man. Sometimes I like that really crisp, pristine picture, and then sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I like it to look a little soft. When it's like an open world game, I like that softer look, but higher resolution with more detail. Like Assassin's Creed, the Assassin's Creed Valhalla looks freaking amazing in the 60 frames a second mode. Even though the resolution is down, it looks pretty good. You know, you go back to the older games on the Xbox Series X, and I'm pretty sure both Odyssey and Origins are running at 4K now on the Series X, man. I can't see like any stair stepping on it, and I'm getting like right close to my TV and looking at it, and like everything just looks so smooth. All the lines look nice and tight. I'm still trying to figure out how to count resolution. I need to figure out whatever program I need to do that right, but I don't know, man. When I look at games that look like they're 1440p, I kind of see like little stair stepping and stuff. Hey, Toby, what's going on, my friend? I kind of see like stair stepping, or like the picture looks more fuzzy or blurry. Origins is, yeah, it's still 30 FPS, my friend. Gosh, and that really sucks because that game, you know, it does suck that it's not 60 FPS, but at the same time, Origins and Odyssey weren't that bad. Hey, how's it going, Jeff? Welcome back, my friend. I'm glad you came back. So it doesn't really necessarily mean that some games, if I don't, honestly, guys, the only 30 FPS game from Ubisoft in a while that's been hard for me to play has been Watch Dogs Legion. I don't understand why either, because I can go back to both Assassin's Creeds, Odyssey and Origins, and like I'm okay, dude. I feel all right in those worlds. It doesn't feel jarring. But for maybe it's the motorcycle. Maybe when I'm driving around on a motorcycle, maybe that's what does it. Maybe that is what causes the image to like start like getting really, really kind of jerky or whatever. I bought Origins hoping I'll get 60 FPS. I can't go back to 30. Yeah, dude, it's pretty hard, man, honestly. Origins, like, see, the way I play those Assassin's Creed games is I'm just basically exploring anyways. I mean, if you're walking real slow or you're walking or whatever, you can yeah, you're right though. 60 FPS would be freaking amazing. I'm not even going to lie about that. So, I basically have been like looking at like both versions since I set all this up. I mean, as you can see, you know, up there, I got like Nintendo Switch boxes. I got freaking Xbox. I've got PlayStation VR boxes. Yeah, dude, I'm a gamer. I buy all that garbage. And some of it I don't use that often. Some of it I use a lot, man. Might have to leave it up to the Xbox team to raise Legion to 60 FPS. Legion is already a 60 FPS game. There's a setting for that. You can get in that one now, and you can play it at 30 or 60. Yeah, dude. I mean, at 30 FPS, you get the ray tracing, and it looks pretty good. I don't think it looks that great anymore. Now that we've seen stuff like Ratchet and Clank and Doom Eternal with ray tracing, you know, like checkerboard ray tracing on one of them and the other one like regular ray tracing. I'm going with those two, man. That Ubisoft one, that stuff looks. I don't like that fuzzy look to the reflections, man. I don't like it. Clocked in 115 hours on Odyssey. That game is so good. You don't want to know how many hours I've got in it. I'm pretty close to like 200 hours on that game. 200 hours with two playthroughs. I started I'm about, what was I, like 36 hours into a Cassandra playthrough, and I've been playing as Alexios for freaking ever. I've got I've got almost 200 hours in Origins too, because I bought it and beat it on PlayStation 4 Pro. Now I bought it again on Xbox One X, and I beat that again, and then I continued just playing and playing and playing after that with all the DLC and everything. So I've got those are some of my most played games last generation: The Witcher 3, Assassin's Creed Origins, Odyssey, Valhalla. I barely over the 100 hour mark. I'm well over the 100 hour mark on Ghost Recon Breakpoint and Ghost Recon Wildlands. I love playing those big open world games, man. I love those. Witcher 3 Witcher 3 you can run at 60 FPS and 4K right now, and it looks freaking amazing, dude. I turned it on my OLED. Whew, boy, I can't wait for that new upgrade, man. That game looks freaking beautiful, so beautiful. Well worth the. Yes, you're right, dude. Just buying this OLED has completely changed like gaming again for me, because now I'm honestly thinking about getting into this like really getting into this like TV enthusiast stuff, you know what I mean? So I need this channel to grow a lot faster, because I need these guys to start sending me these TVs so I can review them and stuff, man. I don't know. I know that I can't just run out and keep buying all this stuff like I have been. It's going to get to be too much too fast. I think the only thing I'm going to probably be able to get like right now is probably just games, guys. I mean, I might be able, I'm definitely going to have to buy my PC in parts now. Yeah, dude, it's gotten to be a bit much, man. I've invested a lot of money just, like recently. So got to see if I can get this to grow a lot faster. We're doing pretty good, man. We hit 300 or 450 subscribers today. That's pretty good. I'm excited about that. It's growing. It's growing pretty good, guys. I mean, we're 3 months into this channel, and we're getting there. We're definitely getting there. So I don't get the TV specs enthusiast, to be honest. I just want my hardware to work right. So Jeff, there's like ways on these TVs to go into more depth and like set the colors like perfectly, because every screen has it's made different. Like not all screens are uniform. Like there's differences in every single screen. That you could get one that's got a really good pristine screen and everything comes out great. And then you got one that's got more of like a grayish tint, and then the whites just don't get as white, or, or you know what I like kind of like that. There's like different types of things that, can alter the picture on a TV. No TV is the exact same, like as anyone, even on the same production line. They're not exact to the point where they're perfect. I mean, the only thing that's good, the only thing I got really good going on about this Vizio is the fact that the screen is made by LG. So the screen is like top quality, like the best you can get OLED quality. And that's basically what I'm talking about. Like, I want to get into like the specs of these TVs and like start to learn, more about them, because I do. I mean, just going from QLED to OLED completely changed the way my games look now, the way they look. So gosh, if something just as simple as like changing a TV. So the one thing with this OLED is it's got an upscaler in it. So anything that I'm playing on 1080p, like Batman Arkham Knight, wow, dude, the upscaler in this TV made that game look like really good. Like it got rid of all the fuzziness and made it a lot more not crisp, but just like better. It just made it look so much better. But is it worth the difference you spend between? Worth it? Jeff, honestly, that was exactly what I was doing when I was standing in Best Buy buying that MTV right behind me. I was like, you know what, man, the QLED, it looks pretty good. So I So I went with that, and I was standing in Best Buy, looking at the two screens. I was like, I can't really tell a difference. But then when I got home, now that I've got both TVs, both types, OLED and QLED, yeah, dude, OLED is basically the way you want to go when it comes to gaming. The colors are just the contrast ratio is just so much better that that's why I want to learn how to like set these TVs up and get them completely dialed in, except for just like the little settings that you can screw with, the ones that are like already preset and everything. You can go in there and like really fine tune them. I want to learn how to do that because I feel like QLED could definitely do a better contrast ratio than what it appears to be doing right now, and what the OLED is doing right now. Dolby Vision, yeah, I got Dolby Vision on both of them. Both of these TVs support Dolby Vision, so that is pretty amazing. I want to be able to, I don't know. I mean, gosh, this stuff gets so expensive for me because I'm one of those kind of people that just has to have like, once I get like a technology, then I got to have the best, man. Then now I'm thinking that, well, I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty happy with this Vizio TV. I don't really see like any need to go run out and trade it in for the LG CX right now, because I'm pretty sure the CX is basically the budget model when it comes to the OLEDs, and that's why it's only like $300 more. So I mean, if later I want to invest, I want to get something like possibly better than that, like a C9 or something, or a G9 or whatever the freaking top of the line LG is. Next, I want to try out projectors, man. My gray screen will be good for something, guys. That's funny, huh? I don't know. No, I don't know if I'd ever do a projector. That just doesn't seem. Those things only have like a 5,000 hour. Yeah, I'm not doing 8K, not yet, man. Not until 8K. Not until there's something out there, dude. I won't buy an 8K until next gen, dude, because we're gonna need at least 24 plus teraflops to run 8K images anyways. So yeah, dude, the best we got is halfway there. No, man, I don't want upscaled 8K. It just, when I was at Best Buy, you could see that the only stuff they got, the only content they got is 4K. And when you look at it, when you get real close, it looks like they water painted it. And like, that's just like an upscaling technique. It's just bleeding everything together. And yeah, if you want a real 8K image, there's not even an 8K image out there yet. Unless you look at Forza Horizon 5 Skies. I mean, then you get, what did they say, 12K or something? Oh, that's right. It does do 8K. That's that hidden processor in the SSD, right? That like that multiplies the 10 teraflops by like 100, and then all of a sudden it's like boom at 1-bit operations, so you can do like 8K Pac-Man. 8K Pac-Man and 8K, bro. And it's really crisp, really clean. And if you pair it with an OLED, it's got true blacks. Yeah, I'll tell you what, this QLED gets a lot darker than my OLED, this OLED gets a lot darker than my QLED, which is pretty cool, man. Like I'm digging it, dude. It looks freaking good, man. Like when I'm playing racing games and like the road, you just get so much like different contrasts out of the gravel. So it looks a lot more crisp, a lot more like you're actually driving on tarmac, dude. It's pretty nice. I really wonder if there's any need for 8K in gaming. I don't know. That's definitely, to me, honestly, 8K. Yeah, that just kind of feels like a waste, to tell you the truth. I don't really necessarily think we want. I would rather have, instead of 8K, I would rather have 4K high fidelity than 8K low fidelity, man. Like I want higher fidelity visuals, like more stuff on the screen, more triangles, more geometry, more like particle effects, stuff like that. Game Punisher, all that 12 teraflops, and no ray tracing in Forza and Flight Sim. There's ray tracing in Forza. You just have to be in the dude, we're talking about a pretty big open world, Jeff. What other open world games have ray tracing in them, bro? I don't really know of any games that have ray tracing. I don't even think the magical 3090 could do an open world game as big as that with ray tracing, unless I had like DLS. I maybe, but yeah, I don't know, man. 8K, 20 FPS, yeah, except in photo mode. Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily. It does have ray tracing though, Jeff. It has ray tracing sound, bro. Ray trace sound. I mean, ray tracing is more than just freaking like stupid shiny visuals. I would rather have either ray trace shadows, ray trace global illumination, or ray trace sound. That sounds pretty cool, man. The sounds for that Forza Horizon 5, that shit sounds pretty good, man. Like it sounded pretty good. Miles Morales has RT at 60 FPS. Well, yeah, so does Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, dude, that ray tracing in the 4K 30 mode looks pretty good. And now that I got this TV, I can actually play Ratchet and Clank at 4K 40 FPS because I guess it like divides the 120 FPS or something to a pretty stable 40 FPS. It does feel better than 30 frames a second, but at the same time, it's still not as fluid as 60, but it is closer. That's true. I mean, it's definitely closer. So I mean, I could see some of these games on PlayStation 5 doing that 4K 40. That I mean, that if dude, I'll be happy if we get Forbidden West at 4K 40. What's up, Mr. Addy? How you doing, man? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I just, had an amazing time last night at the concert, bro. Whew, man, that was one hell of a show, dude. It should be an option on the most powerful console. It is, Jeff. We're getting, like I said, we're getting that. It's inexcusable that it's not an option at all. Hardware power. Oh yeah. Oh. What's up, Joe Jimbo? How's it going, my friend? Console that's going to run games at native 8K will cost you a crap ton of, yeah, dude. That's the 3090 can't even do 8K, man. I mean, maybe with DLSS or whatever, but I really think that DLSS and FSR and DirectML, those technologies are going to be where we're going to get our raw power, like our visuals, because dude, this nanite technology, all this other stuff that's coming out, man, the new game engines, that's where everything's going to move forward is the game engines. The consoles are a set piece of hardware. They meant movies, not games. Who meant movies? When they say 8K, they meant movies. Oh, dude, they don't even. I haven't even seen anything in. I haven't even seen any. Oh, that's what PlayStation meant with the 8K was movies. I thought they were talking about Pac-Man. Oh yeah, PlayStation with 8K on it. Yeah, there's. I don't even think they have movies out that are 8K yet. To tell you the truth, I mean, I think they're still doing anything that doesn't have special effects. We're getting 4K, like that. But if any of the special effects and stuff, they're usually shot at like 1440p. 4K gaming, 8K movies. I got a PS5 for 8K. Gonna play the next God of War in 8K. No, you're not. You maybe like the first God of War remastered, the one that was on the PS, that was on the Vita, or not the Vita, but the PSP. They could probably definitely upscale that to 8K. That might actually work, man. They might be able to do that. Maybe add a little bit more texture to it. I don't know. That'd be kind of cool if they did, though. I would love to see one of these console guys just do anything they can get on 8K. It was funny. I turned on Ori and the Will of the Wisp today, and it gives me two settings now. I can do the 4K at 120, or I could do the 6K at super sampled down to 4K at 60 frames a second. Either way, it looked pretty freaking amazing. I don't know if that's the case, Yo Jimbo. I mean, maybe possibly they would do that, but it costs so much data to store that, and I don't think that there's a medium out there big enough to store those movies to. I think is what's stopping progress on 8K and stuff is storage, man, storage space. That's where things are really starting. I mean, that's where things are getting, a lot more that's where things are getting held back right now. How are you finding your Vizio? I recently got an LG CX55. It's amazing. In the UK, you can't get a Vizio. I'm liking the Vizio so far. All of the stuff that I was, that I was worried about was mainly like bugs and stuff, but performance wise, dude, it's leaps and bounds better than what I had. So I'm definitely happy with it, to tell you the truth. I don't know if the extra $300 for, because I've watched a lot of the reviews now, a lot of the better guys that do the TV stuff, comparing them, and basically from what it sounds like is I'm pretty happy with what I got right now. So it doesn't really, I don't know, man, $300, dude, I need to save some money to buy other stuff. You know what I mean? There's other stuff that I would rather get, with that $300 instead of just getting that TV. Cause I'm thinking eventually in a couple of years, there will be much better technology and it'll be easier to upgrade, it'll be easier to upgrade in a couple of years once I've got, other stuff that I need to take care of done first. So, and me personally, I'm not opposed to upgrading my TV every couple of years. I used to pay like $1,400 a year for cell phones, man. I don't mind having to upgrade my TV every once in a while. I just need to find a way to get rid of the old TVs, like sell them at like a yard sale or something. This time I'm keeping them both instead of trading the other one back in. But yeah, 4K already looks sharp enough. LOO. They have videos out already. That's 8K. Me personally, I haven't seen any. I don't have an 8K TV, so I haven't been looking for them. So, I mean, you might know better than I do when it comes to that, Yo Jimbo. The last I heard was when I started upgrading to 4K, and they were like, "Oh man, it's going to be a while before we even get 4K content." So, 8 to 10 years, 8K will be the standard, like 4K is now. Yeah, I'm thinking about 8 to 10 after this generation, because next generation, there's no reason why both Xbox and PlayStation couldn't double the performance of what these consoles are right now. I mean, they could probably double the performance in like 4 years, to tell you the truth. 4K, yeah, that's true. Our Planet. Oh, yeah, that's right. That I don't know about 2000. I haven't seen 2001: Space Odyssey, but I do remember that Our Planet being rendered or being done in really high. That's probably true. So you go out and buy an 8K TV just to watch a documentary, and isn't that 2001: Space Odyssey a documentary as well? We can barely even stream 4K on YouTube without being compressed to where it looks not good. I mean, it's not that it looks bad. It doesn't look that great. Thor Ragnarok is going to be 8K, really? Really? Funny thing about research and not look at the box. I don't remember any Sony fan doing any research about, let's see, what did you say about we believe in generations? I remember fanboys taking Farmer Jim Ryan at his word. Oh, they do believe in generations, game. They do. This is literally the first time that they've actually branched out and started doing something like that. And dude, I can't fault them, man. If they're gonna continue, I mean, I like this starting to be new Sony, dude. I don't like the pricing structure and how they're doing that, making you pay for upgrades and stuff. But at the same time, as long as these, they remade it. Okay, I got it. Oh my gosh, it is. Okay, that's cool. 8K. At least they have next gen games instead of, I don't know if we can call them next gen games, bro. The only one we really technically got is Ratchet and Clank, and yeah, everything else could work on the PlayStation 4, man. Ratchet and Clank's the only one I kind of question not being able to work on PlayStation 4. But Jeff, I mean, honestly, man, you love PlayStation. I love PlayStation too. I really do. I care about my PlayStation and I want it to succeed. But at the end of the day, bro, like, has anything that's come out on PlayStation 5 right now really done it for you? I mean, like, pushed you over the top, like, wow, this is a console seller. I have to have a PlayStation. We could say the same thing about Xbox. The biggest reason to buy an Xbox right now, well, right now is because games are going to start coming out this month, but was backwards compatibility. The biggest, I mean, I don't know if there's anything on the PlayStation 5 right now, bro, that's actually like a must have. Like everything that I wanted and was like, oh yeah, this is coming out this year has been pushed to next year. So I just don't know if that experience has been everything that, and it never is. It never is the beginning of the generation, dude. It usually takes a few years. So I'm not saying anything bad about, like these first games. I mean, they do look good, but I mean, it's not like they're looking way better than what the Xbox One X did last generation too. You know what I mean? Like they do look better, but it's not like they're leaps and bounds better than what we already had last generation, especially when they're 4K 30. When they're 4K 30 and we already had games that were 4K 30, because if you look at Shadow of the Tomb Raider, that was probably one of the better looking games last generation on the Xbox One X, and you look at that now at 4K 60 versus versus something like Miles Morales. Yeah, I guess you could compare it to Miles Morales. I don't think you could really compare it. Yeah, I mean, you could kind of compare it to Miles Morales, but like the visuals are just, I mean, like they're not so much better that they're like, whoa, man, that's earth shattering. You know what I mean? Like Ratchet and Clank did. It was a showcase for haptics and 3D audio. That one blew you away. That's why people are buying it. I thought Ratchet and Clank was good. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I thought it was good. Dude, the haptics on it were like hit and miss for me, bro. Honestly, like when I'm playing it, I'm like it's not pronounced a lot. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I just yeah, dude. I mean, I want to love my PlayStation. I know they're gonna make some freaking amazing games this generation. I am pretty excited about that. But at the same time, man, I gotta stoke the freaking crowd, bro, and get more like followers and subscribers and like talk about PlayStation and Xbox, man. I'm happy with both of them, to tell you the truth. I really am. I wish that there's things on the PlayStation I wish I could have, and then there's games on the Xbox that I wish were coming a lot sooner than they actually are. But at the end of the day, what would you say? You were amazed at the club. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At the club, Jeff, that was like, I even said it in my review, dude. The whole game, that club was the only thing that I felt like, wow, this is amazing. Like, this feels cool. And then the rest of the game, I didn't feel anything else that had that impact. Right? I mean, like, you remember the rhythm of the club. What else do you remember? Can you remember? I mean, that stuck out to me like, whoa, dude, this feels cool. Nothing else stuck out to me like that, Jeff. How about you? Is there another spot in there that you felt something different? Because I will go back and I'll check it out if there's something else that you know of that felt better. Frog, according to Sony fans, real next-gen games are just games that will run fine on the PS4, but Sony won't release it to keep with the generation's narrative. Oh, yeah. The only game I have my eyes on is Final Fantasy 16, dude. I definitely want that too. Astro, you're right. Astro, I played that for like 10 minutes, man. Some of the weapons and adaptive triggers were implemented. Yeah, the trigger thing, like I said, dude, on this Xbox controller, Jeff, when you push these triggers in, it's got like a spring, that kind of provides a little bit of tension. On the PlayStation 5, it does too, but when those haptics are turned on, when the adaptive triggers are turned on, it basically like puts the motor on to add resistance to where the thing doesn't stop, and then you push it harder, and then you push it harder. You know what I mean? Like it just, I don't. That's why that's kind of hit or miss for me, dude. Like, I thought that I'm not saying it's completely terrible, Jeff. I'm just saying that I don't know if I like it as much as being able. I don't know. I don't know. Like I'm still. I guess you could basically say that I'm still on the fence about the triggers. Okay, like I am. I'm still on the fence about the triggers. From what I've seen, like it just didn't give me the feeling that I thought it was going to give me. So I'm still kind of on the fence about him. Using alternate fire. Yeah, the alternate fire thing, like that's the same with Returnal too. What up, bro? What up, Jet? How you doing, my friend? Nice setup you have back there. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I was got it all changed up today and I was all working on it, man. I was all proud of myself. I was like, this looks kind of cool, man. Everybody's gonna be like, whoa, look at all this stupid stuff up in the closet, man. Yeah. Also, see, that gives me like, does that give me like street cred or something, man, having all that stuff up there? You guys never know, man. I could have just went and bought all these boxes off people that had them and like stuck them up in my closet, and those right there are just fake right there. I've never even played either one of them. You know, I'm just joking. Let's see. Also, what's going on with the PS5 storage expansion update? That I don't know, man. I don't know. Didn't they say we were going to know by the 17th or something of this month? I don't. Yeah, nothing. So yeah, I don't know. 17th came and gone, and we're moving on. Adaptive triggers only works for single player, and adaptive triggers are distracting in cold wear. Dude, the adaptive triggers, honestly, man, on like certain games, they wear my fingers out, so I don't even really like them that much. To be completely honest, I turn them off most of the time, and when I play something different, like half the time they're not even freaking on when I start. I have to turn them on to figure it out, and I usually end up always turning them off on almost every game. The only game that I use them still to this day is WRC 9, because that's the only one that's the only one they feel good. It's half press command and full press command. That's amazing. Oh, that's what you like. Oh, well, all right, Jeff. I mean, if you like that, if all I mean, to me, like, I mean, like, I don't, yeah, I mean, like, I guess it's kind of cool. It's like having a whole nother extra button on there. Like, I guess you're right. You know, that does kind of, I mean, that, yeah, I guess if that's what you're looking at it and that's what's amazing to you, then cool, man. I'm not going to tell you that's not amazing. If you really like that feature, then that's cool, bro. Like, me personally, I'm, when they do that with the car games, like the racing games, I don't freaking like it, Jeff. That's I want, like, on WRs or not WRC9, but MotoGP 2021, dude. That makes me so mad, because that's a game that you have to have. That's a game that you have to have like delicate like control over your whole freaking your whole throttle movement, bro. And with that stupid trigger putting that resistance on there, it makes it so you're thinking that you're not going to get, like, you're going fast, but you're really not, and it screws me up, man, a lot. So I just turn them off. We got a Sony guy in here, but besides me, what up, Jeff? Yep, Sony. Yep, Jeff's a Sony guy too, man. He's I think Jeff's coming around, man, to know that we're not completely bad on this channel. Like, I do like both. I do like both things. The next video I'm going to do is I'm going to compare this little bad baby right here to the PlayStation 5 controller. I'm going to do another video about that versus, you know, the stock controllers. Because I was pleasantly surprised when I actually got that controller and started playing with it, dude. I'm like, woo, man, do I really need this $200 controller? This one actually feels pretty good. And I've been gaming exclusively with this for like 4 days now, man. 4 days I've been playing with that. We all know that Nintendo is king of the yeah, whatever, dude. Yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. Nintendo is kind of king, because what did they do? They came out with the Wii Chucks, and then next thing you know, Sony had the Move, and then Microsoft had the. I think Microsoft's that generation was probably the best with the oh gosh, what was that thing called again? What did they call that thing that oh my gosh, how did I forget about that? The stupid camera thing that they had. I don't know. I thought that was better than the Move controllers. I like that. When I had that 360 and we were playing like that, the like dodgeball game or whatever it was, and that animal game that you could like pet the animals and stuff. The kids really loved that. So I thought that was a little more a little better than like the Wii and stuff controllers. I don't know. Good Lord. Look at this Sony sheep scrolling the chat all by himself. His heart muscle must be racing because he's getting so emotional. Is that what is meant by emotion engine? Oh, gosh. Oh, well, not much, bruh. Just watching the toxicity from this Xbot. Which Xbot? Me? I'm not an Xbot. Gosh. Just because they prefer PS5 doesn't make them sheep. It's called passion. Yeah, exactly, man. Dude, everybody wants to be passionate. That's what we are, man. We're gamers. We love our games. Honestly, dude, we love all games. Well, if we're gamers, we love all games, right? Like that's just the way I look at it. Nah, man, frog. Cool. Let's see. Where's this? Okay. People going to get tendonitis over time with those haptics. I don't know, game. I usually turn those off on most games, like I said, just because. What are my thoughts on the Stream Deck? I don't know, dude. I might pick one up for this channel, and I might not. It just depends on it. If they're easy to get, I might grab one. If they're a pain in the butt to get, I'm not going to waste my time. I'm not going to waste my energy like trying to run around and get one. But if I can get one pretty easy, and I got the money at the time, then I'll probably just pick one up. Just so that I can at least get my Steam collection going while I'm building my PC. But it's $400, man. That $400 could get me a motherboard and memory probably. That $300 that I saved on my TV could get me, like almost half of my CPU or something. Like I'm looking at it that way right now, guys, because I need to get this PC thing up and going like as soon as possible. And it's already hard enough to find these parts. And every time I can't find them and I go to Best Buy and I go somewhere else and I impulse buy stuff, dude, because I'm not freaking the best at saving money. Ask my wife, she'll tell you everything. Oh, I got you. Oh, yo. What's up, Soulstar? How's it going, my friend? Haptics are hit and miss from third party to be. Yeah, exactly, dude. Third party. The only third party game I felt that they were actually worth the crap, Jeff, is WRC9, dude. Play that game. Get it. You can usually get it on sale for like $20. Pick it up, man. Try it out, dude. It's not bad. Like you can feel when you change. Like I like the way that you can feel the way the car slides, the way the car moves. Like I like that. I do like that. I really, really appreciate it. It feels pretty good on the Xbox controller too, but it definitely has more clarity on the PlayStation 5, if that makes sense. It definitely has more clarity on the PlayStation 5 controller than it does than the Xbox controller. But it does feel good, man. Hit and miss on first party for me personally. Yeah, dude, like Spider-Man and Rift Apart haptics adaptives was pretty bad. I like the little sound, that you get from going into Nefarious's nightclub. That was freaking cool, man. But when it comes to like all the rest of it, man, yes, Kinect, Mr. Glass. That's what I was thinking about. I like the Kinect technology far more than I liked either the Wii the Wii or the Move controllers, dude. I thought that Kinect was freaking cool. Nintendo was king, not sort of there printing money left and right. Look at yeah, exactly. Nintendo's pretty good at what they do, guys. Miles Morales wasn't great, but Rift Apart haptics was the best use to. I don't know if I agree with that statement though, Jeff. Gosh, dude, I don't know if I can get behind that, man. I didn't like him on Miles Morales. Well, I mean, I was indifferent because it wasn't even really that great. And Rift Apart, like it felt cool in Nefarious Nightclub. But after that, dude, I don't remember anywhere else in that game that gave me any kind of satisfaction like that nightclub did. I think the Sony fans would prefer you to be like Crap Gamer and believe PlayStation can do no wrong. Dude, I saw another one. Oh gosh, man. Yeah. That was the whole reason I made, like, I watched one of his videos, dude, and that was the whole reason I made the video I put out this morning. That was the whole reason. It was in response to that crap that he keeps doing, and I'm like, come on, dude. Like, I kind of like Crap Gamer as a person, so I'm kind of just trying to throw him a bone, guys. You know, I uploaded it right to his freaking Twitter page. I'm like, here you go, dude. This is for you, man. Yeah, that was like basically the whole reason I made that video earlier today. I like him as a person, and I don't know. Can do, and if they do wrong, it was for the Sony fans. Own, yeah. Punisher is trying to justify his only purchase. Okay, Returnal has the best feel on the controller aspect so far. I don't completely disagree with that at all. I mean, I think Returnal's haptics and controller. I think that was. I think yeah, I could kind of get behind that Insomniac. I don't hate Returnal, okay, guys. I don't hate it. I just don't like the freaking way the visuals look on it. Okay, that's my biggest thing with Returnal. Now that they've actually like went in there and balanced the game right, it feels a lot better. I just don't have any. Honestly, guys, the only reason I'm not playing it anymore is because I do not have any room on my PlayStation 5 to have it loaded on there, and it's one of those games where I have to be in a mood to like go back and like play with it and stuff. Because I did, man. I put in 10 freaking hours into that game, with it being a broken, buggy mess at launch, and I've explored the heck out of that first level. So I've been there for so long that I just don't care now. Like, I just don't care to see it no more. And like getting through that and moving on and getting farther into that game, it's gonna take. I need more room on my PlayStation to get it there. Frog, you turn off haptics, but that's what makes it next gen. But why? Oh no, I don't turn off the haptics. I just turn off the triggers, the adaptive triggers. The triggers they get to be too much for me sometimes, man. And the games the games that I play on the PlayStation, I don't know, man. I did leave them on for Returnal, because Returnal, you kind of need them to be working, and Returnal doesn't wear your fingers out with it. So that's why I kind of agree with Insomniac, because Returnal actually does a pretty good job of making that controller of doing a good job with that controller. Oh, yo, Frog, do you think Xbox win this MPD because of the stick of the PS5, or do you think people really want the system over the PS5? Well, Jet, let's look at this for a second logically. Every PlayStation that hits the store sells out immediately. Every Xbox that hits the store sells out immediately. Either Xbox had more systems in June, or the PlayStation 5 didn't have any of them. So I think it has to do with supply and demand, bro. Honestly, when it comes down to it. Yeah, because I mean, if you think about it, PlayStation 5, like I said, dude, they all sell out right when they hit the store. So does the Xbox. So either Xbox had a lot more stock in June, or PlayStation 5 didn't have any stock in the US. You know, they're probably taking care of other markets too. Oh, yeah, I that's the way I feel, dude. I just don't feel like I feel like the stock was different for both. Yeah, I do love Dirt 5 too, Jeff. That's my favorite racer this gen. I suggest you try some WRC9, my friend. I do. I think you should get WRC9. Oh, goodness. Hey, Andy, welcome back to the show, my friend. Wow, you guys are freaking chatting up a storm in here, my friends. Frog, what GPU are you going to get? I am either going to get a 3070 or a 3080. That's kind of where I put my that's kind of what I'm set on. 3080 if possible. 3070 if I have to. I would prefer the more power one though. Just out of, you know, I mean, like future proof, you know what I mean? But I have decided I'm going to go with, honestly, guys, if I run into a 6900 XT, I might even go AMD, but as it sits, I'm actively looking for NVIDIA. But if I find, you know, that 6900 XT or something, I would probably pick that up just because of the rasterization that it can do. And well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's going to be better for really, I don't know exactly what's going to be better for editing, because I want to be able to edit. I want to be able to take my channel to 4K so that everything's 4K. Right now I'm stuck at 1080p 60, and I would rather get up there because I love 4K, so I want to be able to produce 4K content, man. Uh, Reasonable price. Price is not really that big of a deal for the most part, because I'm willing to pay. So if you look at it, the 3090 is what, $1,500 MSRP for the Founders Edition. I think that's the most I would pay for a graphics card. But I'm not going to go out of my way to pay anything more than MSRP. That's for sure. And I won't buy used. So it's either that or that. Crap's channel is dying a slow death, man. Yeah, I know it sucks. I wish he would freaking listen to me. I wish he would come on to freaking Frog Boy or Fanboys Anonymous, dude. No point getting a GPU right now. Wait for the 4000 series cards and the pandemic to be over. Yeah, I don't know, Toby. Maybe not. I need to get this. I mean, it's kind of my goal this year to be able to get my PC up and going. Maybe I'll just get like a 20 series, and then just swap the card out when I get the one I want. Maybe I'll just start building from a 20 series platform. Just wait a couple months. Bitcoin crashed and China is banning, so GP will start showing up, or buy a pre-built from CyberPowers. Yeah, I've been looking at those pre-builts too, but I don't trust freaking. I have trust issues when it comes to PC guys. Like I do. I mean, I want a system that's going to do what I want it to do, not a system that the guys upsell me because they want to get rid of freaking parts that they got. You know what I mean? Because they do. They take advantage of that. So I need to figure out exactly what I need. I've been doing a lot of research on what I need. So as soon as I get done with my research, then I'll start trying to figure out what I want. But I know I'm going to need a pretty decent graphics card. I mean, I'm pretty sure a 2080 Ti would be able to edit and do 4K, but and I'm not upgrading till 4000 series. Yeah. Do you know Crap Gamer personally? I don't know him personally, but I do talk to him on Twitter. So every now and then we get into like a little argument about things, because I keep telling him, dude, quit bending over backwards for PlayStation. It's just gonna make you look like Xbox made you look, man. Like it's just stupid. Don't worry, Sev, we got plenty of time, man. I'm not yawning today. Everything's good, man. So any more info on Xbox Gaming Stick 4 TV? No, I haven't heard anything about that, JC. I know it's eventually coming, but I haven't seen anything yet. I'm not even today. I tried to get on the damn xCloud again. My little thing to hold my phone and stuff and the controller. And it wouldn't even let me in, guys. Like it wouldn't even let me play anything. So I don't know what's going on with that. What's Crop Gamer done now? He hasn't necessarily done anything. I just watched a video that he had earlier today, and I had to put something out just in time to see Andrew with what appears to be a new cut. A new cut. Yeah, a new haircut. Yeah, got a new haircut again. I usually try to get it cut every couple of weeks now. And I changed everything around, Sev. I got the whole setup behind me now. I'm still chilling with my RTX 2060, and I'm happy. Yeah. Do you listen to Crap Gamer on Crossfire or just YouTube? He comes off better on Crossfire than YouTube. Yeah. I don't ever listen to him on Crossfire, Jeff. I just every once in a while I'll see one of his ridiculous headlines and I'll click on it and I'll watch it for about 20 seconds and then I'm like, dude. Then I might say something in the comments. But yeah, I know he can be like a. I know he can be different than his clickbaity garbage, but yeah, I don't know. I just kind of think it would be good to have him on Fanboys Anonymous and like kind of talk to him. You know what I mean? Like I want to talk to him like face to face and see how he really feels. I kind of feel like with Crap Gamer, bro, like he is an Xbox fan. but his channel started growing when he started fanboying for PlayStation because it grew faster for him or something. And that's just kind of the way it is. But it sucks for him though, because he made a fool of himself by jumping ship when Xbox was starting to listen and starting to do stuff. And then he jumps ship, and now he's like trying to beg to come back, and now he's going to be like trying to come back once Xbox is doing a lot. Xbox is gonna give PlayStation a lot better competition this year this generation for sure. So when it comes down to it, that's where we're gonna be. I have an RTX 3080, and it's a nice card, but got lucky and got it at MSRP. Yeah, dude, that's kind of what I want as a 38er. Crap gamer is just a moron. Nobody should take seriously anyway, Jeff. Yeah. Hello, Evans. Oh yeah. Listen to Sony Vanboys, stick up for crap gamer. Crap gamer. I guess the unhinged got a defender. Is that what you said? This thing like, okay, I gotta, no, I can't do that right now. Dang it. Wow, there's a lot of freaking, okay, okay, wait a minute. Gosh dang it. Oh, wow. Let me just go through and see who's all here. See if there's somebody I missed. Oh my gosh, this thing just moves so freaking fast, guys. Okay, I lost my place. I don't remember where I was now. And there's a lot of good freaking. Oh my gosh, why does it do that? Okay, there we go. All right. Listen to Sony fanboys, stick up for crap gamer. Guess the unhinged got to defend the fellow unhinged. I think there were more excess in stock than PS5. Yeah, that's probably true. I will say crap gamer is not the guy you want holding up your preferred brand. That is just not a good look to have. Yeah, I mean, I completely agree for the most part. Stock doesn't matter. What matters is both consoles are selling out. Yeah, exactly. They both sell out exactly when they get in stock. So that's where we're at with those. I tried WRC. Yeah, WRC6 Jeff is complete crap, garbage, worst freaking. Probably the second worst WRC game. WRC9 is extremely refined, man. Yeah, and it does lean more sim than. But you want to see what your controller can feel like, dude? Try that. AMD cards have certain benefits when it comes to pairing with the Ryzen 5000 series or higher CPUs, so that would be a great benefit to have, like direct storage. Yeah, that's that because I'm pretty sure I'm going to get the AMD like a 5000 series CPU SEV. So if yeah, that's kind of why like I'm perfectly okay with going with like a 6900 XT. Maybe even a 6800 T would probably be all right. 3080 is a sweet card, just can't pay. Yeah, I'm not paying scalpers. Game Punisher. There are Xbox YouTubers that are more fanboy than crap gamers. Zalker, Turboverse. Yeah, dude, they're fanboys. I got my 3080 at MR. You know, I mean, we call them fanboys and stuff, but you know, I mean, they're just excited, and they want to be excited about their certain brand. Like I get it, man. I don't want to like whatever works for them, guys. Honestly, I just thought maybe it would be funny to have, you know, crap come on the show and, you know, be crap, you know. Zalker has a PS5 Turbo. You're really lucky, Evans. Do you guys know if Windows will take up some performance on the Steam Deck compared to? I'm pretty sure it will. Crap Gamer doesn't have the Series S or X though. Yeah. think the Steam OS is optimized for the best performance possible. Yeah, I'm totally fine using Steam OS, but I would like to use Windows occasionally. If you're gonna get if you're Soulstar, if you're gonna do that and you're gonna use that, you're gonna want to get one of the bigger models. Hold on, guys, I gotta turn this fan on. I'm dying. Hopefully it doesn't get too loud. Is that fan too loud, guys? And what true PS5 exclusives exist other than Demon Souls and Ratchet and Clank? Nothing. 9 months after launch. How many days between Gears 5 and now? A lot. There's a lot of days, Jeff. But it's not Gears 5, man. It's Gears Tactics. Is that fan gonna bug you guys? Is that too loud? Oh, Crap Gamer is done. Glad he canceled his pre-order. Yeah. Okay. All right. As long as it's not too loud, man, because I'm freaking dying in here. It's so freaking hot today. And I every time when I do a video, when I record a video and I go to listen to it, it sounds like you can hear like that fan like really loud in the background at first, but then when I start talking, it usually goes away. Okay, so guys, I had to fast forward, through a lot of comments. I'm sorry if I didn't get to some of those other comments up there. Dambro, Hypnotica Dambro. Right now, Best Buy, there's an Asus. Yeah. Guilty Gear Strive on a PC. That is not exclusive, and Final Fantasy VII was a PS4 game, and Pathless is a mobile game. Okay, Kenya in August looks promising. I give you that, Jeff. I'm definitely buying that. Guilty Gear Strive, dude. I'm not really into the cartoon graphic fighters. My three fighters that I've grown up playing. Well, and Street Fighter's in there too, but I haven't played Street Fighter in so long. The only ones I've kept up with are the Soul Calibur series, the Dead or Alive, and the Mortal Kombat. Dead or Alive, I'm kind of starting to wobble on because they're breaking it up and not just selling you like a regular game. They're like breaking it up into like pieces and bits and stuff. I mean, I guess you can in like a free to play part, but. And then when you buy all the characters and everything, dude, that game is just so ridiculously expensive if you buy all that stuff. What's a console exclusive? I was asking if 1050 Ti capable of running Steam VR. Ooh, I don't know, man. I don't know, Andy. Hopefully there's somebody in here that can answer that. Frog Boy. It's the best anime fighting game of its time. You might love it. The characters are extremely varied compared to other anime games. You know what, Soulstar, guys? I will pick up that game when it goes on sale. I'm not going to pay full price for it just because when I play my fighting games, I usually just go through the story mode and then I go back to them every once in a while. So paying full price for that, it's already kind of too late to buy it and do a review on it. Reviews usually have to be out within like the first week or something of the game, so it's already kind of too late for that. But Guilty Gear is beautiful and native. It's native 4K on PS5 too. Yeah, I'll pick it up when it goes on sale, guys. When I can get it for like $25 or $30. When I can get it for $30, I'll probably pick it up. But is it a $70 game or is that I don't remember. Yeah, now that I got this OLED TV, guys, I went back and I started Kasane's story on gosh dang it, on Scarlet Nexus. Wow, dude. Wow. The OLED looks amazing on that cell shaded stuff, dude. It looks so good. I'm gonna probably I might try to finish Kakarot. I don't know, dude. I'm at the Cell Saga, and I just don't know if I kind of lost interest in it, but I think I might go back and check it out again now. It should be native 4K. It sells. Yeah, exactly. It should be like 8K, 6K. Ori and the Will of the Wisp is 6K, so it should be 6K. Does Guilty Gear do 120 frames a second though? It's a $60 game. Okay. Guilty Gear is $60. Okay. 60. It should be native 4K cell shaded. Severin. Downplay those. Okay. Only first party games and EA games are $70. Yeah. 60 FPS mode, no 120. What was the game that Digital Foundry, that fighting game that Digital Foundry was talking about being 120 frames a second, dude? Wasn't there a cell shaded one that just came out that was 120? Why get the asset Psychonauts Forza 5? Hey, D does it. Welcome back to the show, man. And Halo, after that, Xbox will have the better exclusives this year, and the system is already better. Yeah, I mean, dude, if PlayStation doesn't launch anything else, and I'll tell you right now, I like Forza Horizon 4 more than I like anything that came out for PlayStation this year. So if Forza Horizon 5 launches, it's probably going to be my it might be pretty close to being my game of the year, man. To tell you the truth, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look at everything that came out this year and see which one. Oh, Samurai Showdown. That's right, Soulstar. That's right. Okay, yeah. I said I bought my PS5 just to play Demon's Souls, and everyone here knows it. I didn't play Returnal. What did I downplay? Gambit. Hey, man, welcome back. I got the Vizio H1 55-inch. It's pretty freaking good, man. I like it. I'm content with the quality of it. I know the LG CX is probably better, and a lot of people have been very vocal about how much better it is. I'm perfectly okay with this Vizio, man. It's doing everything I need it to do, so I'm pretty happy with it. And I got to save $300, so that's good because I need that money for other things. But I'm grateful that I've finally gotten the opportunity to game on an OLED. So yep, I'm pretty happy with it. But racers don't get nominated. Yeah, you're right, Jeff. They don't. But in my book, that could be the best game, man. I'm really loving this F1 2021, man. This game is freaking amazing, dude. It feels so damn good. It's not even funny. Did you play Mafia 3? I love that. I did play Mafia 3, but I did not complete it. The only Mafia game I completed was the first one, the remake. I did complete that. I gave it a solid 8. Only complaint was short playthrough. Strong 9. Jeff, let's take a vote here. Then don't answer if you didn't play the game. Was Ratchet and Clank a 10 to anyone? I cannot give it a 10 to 10. I mean, I could probably give it, maybe an 8. Maybe a 8.5 or something. I mean, visuals and everything. I don't think it was a 10. There's no way that game was a damn 10, bro. It wasn't a 10. Only complaint was a short playthrough. I would say 8 to be honest. LOL, 8.5. Maybe not a bad game, but by any means, but not a 10 out of 10. Yeah, I kind of agree with Sev on that. On the 8.5. I do think that it is a visually stunning game, and PlayStation or Insomniac really deserve that praise for that game. There's no freaking way in hell I could give that game a 10, bro. There's no way I could give it a 10. Mafia 2 definitely needs a full remake. I do like it. But I want it to look like the first one, the remake of the first one. You should finish Mafia 3. Awesome story. Maybe Andy, maybe I will finish that eventually someday, but As it sits, I own it on PlayStation and Xbox because that was the year the Xbox One X came out, so I bought it on both of them. I bought every game that came out that year on both consoles. So, no, Returnal was not a 10 out of 10. I think I gave it a 7 or something, if you want to be completely honest. But that was before it got balanced. Now that it's balanced, it definitely does feel a lot better and it does play a lot better. So I could give it can go up from there. Come on, Soul, a 6. Yeah, it's definitely better than 6, Soul. But that's yeah, if you think it's a 6, man, that just goes to show that there's too much varying with that. What's up? He does it. Juan, we're entitled to your thanks for your participation. Yep, it is that damn fan, dude. Every time I turn that fan on, that's what makes me start yawning. Because now I'm yawning again. Bosses, we're mid. Okay. Bosses, we're mid through low key. What's up, bro? Oh, what's up, D does it? Returnal is an 8. I'm not the biggest roguelike Dark Souls fan, but those who are I don't know about the gameplay loop. It's kind of irritating to tell you the truth. I don't think they've added saves yet, Andy. All right, I think PlayStation brings out their best games closer to the end of the generation. Yeah, that's very true, man. Last gen, they started doing better once Bloodborne came out, and then we got like Bloodborne, we got okay, I gotta turn that damn fan back off, man. It's making me yawn. Blowing right at me, so I think that was what was making me yawn. So I just pointed it straight up. That really sucks, man, because it's damn freaking hot today. I can't even have my damn fan on. That really sucks. 7 is not a bad score, by the way. Soulstar, sorry to hear that. Okay, Bloodborne, then Horizon, God of War, Last of Us 2. Yeah, so let's see. I want to get out of this whole which is better crap, guys. Come on, man. Oh, I hear you. They definitely played it safe. Every game's been safe right now, Jet. Every freaking game coming out has been safe. So I don't know. Oh yeah. So did everybody already hear about the new Ubisoft game Tom Clancy getting announced tomorrow? Oh my freaking gosh, man. I turned that fan on, dude, and I'm yawning all of a sudden. This really sucks. It's got to be that fan, but it's so damn hot in here. Oh, man. Last of Us 2 was horrible to me. Bloodborne was amazing. Horizon is good. No. You guys didn't hear about? Yeah, there's a new Tom Clancy game getting announced tomorrow at 11 o'clock Pacific time. So be watching YouTube and Twitter for that. And then we got EA showcase coming up this month or this week too. That's gosh, no. This is so irritating. Still 25 degrees here in the UK, 11:30 p.m. Oh wow. Last of Us 2 on a technical level is great, but yeah, I need to find a better way to cool this room. I'm gonna have to get a bigger air conditioner, man. Ubisoft is trash. Don't care. Yeah, I mean that's kind of like if they announce a new Splinter Cell, I'll be happy, Jet. I'll be freaking happy. But if they announce one of these stupid freaking open world or a dumb freaking phone game, oh my gosh, man. If it's one of these freaking live service, I don't know, man. I'm so over. Oh, I'm so over these freaking live service games that they say they're going to support for a long time, and then they support them really good for like that first year, and then everything after that just it starts to be crap, man. I don't know. They need to support them better with better long-term quality content if that's what they're going to do. When PlayStation event is possibly next month on the 17th, who knows? That might happen, that might not happen. PlayStation is also skipping Gamescom this year, but guess who's not? Xbox will be there, guys. Xbox is going to be at Gamescom. So hopefully they give us some more news. Well, yeah. That Phoenix game was decent. Yeah, Phoenix. I liked Phoenix. I thought that was a pretty good game. I wonder if they're ever going to show anything. Yeah, I don't know. Bad Sting. Are Sony doing Bloodborne remake for PS5? I don't know. If they are, I'm definitely picking it up. The only thing they support is Just Dance. Yeah. Well, if you buy Just Dance and then you sign up for like $30, you get the ongoing content for that. Xbox will buy Gamescom and then put it on Game Pass. Any predictions what the new IP from the Coalition will be? The Coalition is doing a new IP. I thought it was a new iteration of Gears of War, man. Oh wait, they did say they were doing a new IP as well. Oh, my money's on a new third-person game. Severance. Sony said to stay tuned on updates on God of War, Horizon, PSVR 2. Jeff, they didn't say to stay tuned for any information on any of that. They said stay tuned for more news this summer. And none of that stuff got named in the thing that I read. So don't get your hopes up for any of that. Just to put this rumor to rest, yes, Bloodborne's coding is circulating again. So, yes, they are doing something with it. I'm not sure what they are doing with it, though. I hope that quells you. I hope that it comes out on PlayStation 5. That's the only thing I hope. I'm feeling they're doing an event in August. Well, if we could take that one guy that called the last one, at his word, I mean, the 12th is looking pretty good, man, or the 17th or whatever they said it was. I thought Coalition doing Perfect Dark. No, that's the Initiative, Andy. Stay tuned. Perfect Dark is being made by the Initiative. That means just keep watching. Naughty Dog, multiple. I don't know, dude. I don't know what the freak Naughty Dog is doing. They just barely put out The Last of Us 2 last year, so I don't know, man. They're a few years behind, and unless they do have a whole nother studio making something. Naughty Dog does a pretty fast job, though. They didn't Uncharted 4 come out in 16? 17, we got The Lost Legacy. Then in 2020, we got The Last of Us 2. Another unannounced IP. Bloodborne should be able to run at 60 FPS even on a PS4 Pro from software. Just did a shitty job with optimization. Thoughts on the news that Guerrilla Games is making an FPS MMO game based on Killzone franchise? That'd be cool, I guess. You're welcome, Andy. Naughty Dog working on. Yeah, Seb. PlayStation. I don't know. PlayStation's kind of just trying to make their own way forward. They don't want to be tied to anybody. So they want all the that's what's kind of pissing me off a little bit about Sony going forward is Sony's we don't need the game market to help build us. We're going to do it on our own. Because if it wasn't for places like E3 and all that other stuff, dude, Sony would have never got the name recognition that it has. For them to just bail out on it on all the stuff to help make them, it's kind of a little arrogant, if you ask me. On some multiplayer, IP Killzone was a cool game. I liked Killzone. I thought it was all right. Sony can't make multiplayer games. Shit's that fast. I did not order a Steam Deck, no. Sure if it's an MMO or Killzone. Sony feeling too big to show up at events. Yeah. Huh. Sony needs some multiplayer. Yeah, dude, I honestly feel like PlayStation is doing the gaming industry a disservice by not being able to show up to anything anymore. Did I read wrong? I saw both FPS and MMO based on. I don't know. I haven't seen anything on that. Nothing at all about that. It just sounds like more ridiculous speculation that everybody wants something like that, but I don't know if we're going to get something like that. So what do you guys think? Do you like the new setup? Does it look kind of cool? Firewalk Heaven and Deviation Studios are doing MP projects for Sony as well. Yeah, but those are way out there, Jeff. Way out there. Let's stay in the here and now, buddy. Let's stay in the here and now. What has PlayStation done for us lately? No, I'm just joking. What do they got coming soon is the thing. We're going to do Fanboy Anonymous tomorrow, Jeff, so I need you to bring the fire. Got to make it good for all the newcomers. And there's got to be some newcomers that come to this. Yeah, I changed everything around. I just did like a 180. Moved everything. Now I got all my boxes behind me up there so you guys can see all that really cool stuff. Switches and Xboxes and everything. Maybe I should point it up just a little bit more. Yeah, that's even better. Now you can see everything, man. Cool, huh? Babylon's Fall coming this year. You know, when I first saw that game, Babylon's Fall, Jeff, I thought it looked pretty cool. The last time I saw it, I was like, ooh, boy, I don't know about this. I don't know about that. But I mean, hopefully it's good. Hopefully it works out. Like, I want Sony to do good, guys. I mean, I want them to but provide something that's worth freaking, being excited about. So far, I haven't been that excited about a lot of this stuff, guys. You guys see my Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter picture? It's kind of back there on the wall, but I need to kind of bring it out a little bit so that it but then I have to scoot the TV all the way over the other side. I don't know about that. Let's see. Jeff, don't hype things coming up next year when you call out people for being excited for Xbox games coming this year. Oh gosh, that's some consistency. Fuck. Yeah, exactly. Oh, the E3 trailer for Babylon was a mess. Just joined it with the music. Yeah, dude, I wasn't really Yeah, dude. When I first saw it, I thought it looked cool. I was like, "Oh yeah, dude, some freaking Devil May Cry action." But then now I'm like, "Ooh, I don't know about this." They want 1999 to stream Black Widow. No bloody. Oh yeah, dude. um, uh, HBO Max or HBO is it HBO Max? HBO Max will do. Usually let you stream the movies free, but yeah, dude, Disney, man. Like I had to pay. They wanted me to pay $30 for Raya. I was like, no, man. I just waited for it to go free after 3 months. They put them out free after 3 months, Jeff. So as long as you're subscribed to it, you should be able to watch that in about 3 months. I've seen gameplay twice for Babylon's Fall. Most of the Xbox games don't have gameplay shown. Period. Well, yeah. I mean, they can show us all the curated gameplay they want, man. When it comes down to it, games rarely ever turn out. Keep your eyes out for Lost Souls aside. It will be a better game than Babylon's Fall. Yeah, I definitely am looking toward that one. Stop moving the goalposts here. Either you can be excited for games coming, or you can't be consistent. Yeah, I kind of agree with Sev there, Jeff. Let's be consistent, man. We're either excited about everything that's coming, or we're not excited about stuff that's not coming soon. Cody is free. I love Cody. Lost Souls aside too. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Lost Souls aside, dude. Are we even gonna get that game? Lost Souls aside, like what was that other one? I really think at times you're starting to turn into an Xbox apologist. Game Pass and frame rates boost are nice, but damn it, Jeff, I'm not an Xbox apologist. I'm really not, dude. I know it sounds I'm not an Xbox apologist. I am definitely more excited about what's going on the Xbox side. So it might come off that way, but I mean, at the end, I'm just excited. Fanboy 101, how to spot one inconsistency and the constant moving of the goalpost when the tables turn. That Lost Souls aside, isn't that made by the Chinese company that? Yeah, I don't know, man. What was that? What's that other one? That Wukong or? No, I didn't watch Banshee and Andy. So you see gameplay. That's why I'm not hyped for Starfield. But we all basically know that Starfield is going to be in the same vein as Fallout and Elder Scrolls. So I mean, you could take precedent and maybe kind of be a little bit excited for Starfield. People say it's in my Game Pass sub, so it's free. No, dude, it's not free, dude. You're still paying. Game Pass is $10 a month. Xbox Live Gold is $10 a month. You're basically getting $4 off of your Xbox Live Gold by being an Ultimate member. You're still paying for it. What do you think about new Valve console? If I can get one without having to fight for it, maybe I'll pick one up. But yeah, Black Myth Wukong, something like that. Black Myth something. Yeah, we've been hearing about that forever. Still ain't got that. You need to watch Banshee, awesome series and 4 seasons. Okay. Fallout 76 was terrible at launch and just okay since then. It's what you did for me lately. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they tried something new, man, and it fell apart. That's probably what forced them to have to sell, bro. That's why they're Xbox Studio now, man, because they screwed the pooch on Fallout 76. Didn't take off like they'd imagined it would. And I'm pretty sure games like The Evil Within 2, probably didn't hit like super high sales. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that Bethesda is going downhill, but Bethesda and ZeniMax had spread themselves so thin that quality did start to deteriorate, man, on a lot of stuff. Nobody said anything about Starfield either, but it's only exciting for me because it's a new IP from Bethesda, and that's it. Yeah. Nobody talk about Forspoken. Yeah, don't talk about Forspoken. That thing is like years away. Then they say that's coming out in 2022, like the beginning of 2022. I mean, now when we say 2022, it doesn't feel as bad because we're like almost there. But like the first of the year when we were talking about 2022, it was like, ah. But now that we're starting to, I really hope that 2022 is a normal freaking video game year where we start getting content every month like we normally would outside of 2020. Fallout 76 still has 9 million concurrent players every month. So it's not a failure like you try to make it sound, Jeff. I don't think it was a failure, but I feel like it could have been done better had it turned out to be, 9 million players is actually pretty good for Starfield or Fallout. I get Ultimate for free with Microsoft Rewards. Of course, not for everyone, but and the gold to Game Pass Ultimate conversion is pretty damn cheap, but yeah, they might get rid of it eventually. So yeah, it's not completely reliable. Starfield could be good, but Xbox family, yeah, I don't know. Sex, drugs, violence, great story. That's Banshee. Oh yeah, I will have to check it out, man. So sorry, I know that my point is it should be free regardless. You pay for the internet. Why should you pay for access to it on your own console? Yeah, I mean, if they're gonna charge, honestly, guys, the way I kind of feel about that is the price. I don't think we should have to pay for online services. I think that should be included in the price of the games when they come out, and then you have a choice. Do you want to pay an extra freaking $10 or $20 to have access to the online part of the game, or not? And then because I guarantee it, if a lot of people had to pay up front for the internet access on their games, they might just not buy them. Jeff, temper your expectations for Ghost or God of War, Horizon, etc. Then acquired an unknown studio called Escalation Studios. Okay, you won't be disappointed. You shouldn't have to pay for online. Yeah, I don't think anybody should pay for online. If you want Xbox Live to go away, subscribe to Game Pass. They'll remove it once Game Pass hits a milestone. I kind of feel like that might be the case. That wouldn't be bad. Those are proven franchises. God of War is a generation great game. Yeah. I don't know. It's just kind of something they worked into the pricing of the consoles, man. And a lot of console gamers aren't PC gamers, so nobody really knows. Nobody really knows. I mean, I could see some of it being like, the cost of like subsidizing the console or whatever, but at the end of the day, ideally had one good game. When someone mentions God of War, they mean the 2018 one. Oh yeah, God of War on PS4 is boring to me. I remember PS3 was free online. It definitely was, and then they started charging for it. But PS3 online was freaking crap, dude. You say something about Xbox, but it's like it turned into PlayStation. Starfield is an unproven IP with a studio that took a step back versus God of War sequel in 2018 was a game of the year. Maybe not $60 a year though. Something like $30. I don't. I think honestly, I think they should charge you like $10 per game. You know, if and have it right at the cost of the right when you first get on that game. You know, pay for your little online or whatever. How many game of the years has Todd Howard won? I don't know. Let's find out. That's a good question. How many Bethesda games have won God of or Game of the Year? How many Bethesda games have won Game of the Year? Thanks, Distinctive One. Appreciate it. Oh, all right. So in 2014, it was Dragon Age Inquisition. Oh, this is from the Game Awards. 2015 was The Witcher. 2016 was Overwatch. 2017 was Zelda. 2018 God of War. 2019 Sekiro. 2020 was The Last of Us for the Game Award ceremony thing. Did Skyrim win Game of the Year? Probably. God of War 2018 is not as good as everyone claims. It wasn't epic like God of War 3, and each boss was the same, kind of like the new Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, I mean, I think that everybody was more happy with the story. Okay, that was my thing was the story, but yeah, dude, God of War 3 was freaking pretty epic. That is true. Microsoft can make game. Microsoft can make a Game of the Year worthy contender. Don't underestimate them just yet. Well, yeah, dude, Doom Eternal was a Game of the Year contender, and that's technically an Xbox Studio now. So, hey, you have a good time, Bad Sting. I will. Bethesda has 160 E3 awards alone as a studio. Oh yeah, I forgot about E3 awards. Both God of War. Oh yeah, that's very true, man. Fallout and Elder Scrolls are definitely bigger than God of War by far. Like by far. Jeff Urtris, what's up, my friend? Uh, Fallout isn't as big anymore since '76. Yeah, it is, dude. Fallout is an encompassing thing, man. It's huge. So damn mindless. I didn't say Xbox couldn't make games. I am saying they didn't release games consistently until here recently. That's true. What did I miss out so far? How's the OLED? We haven't got to that part. Well, I mean, like we kind of touched on it a little bit, but yeah, dude, OLED definitely wins. OLED definitely wins. QLED definitely gets a lot brighter, but OLED, the the better contrast is just yeah, dude. There's no and if ifs ands or buts about it, OLED definitely wins. So if you want a TV, go OLED. Elder Scrolls Online is only relevant is the only. What are you talking about, Jeff? They're gonna have another Skyrim out before you know it, buddy. Skyrim, yeah, they're gonna have another Skyrim out, next gen version of it, and it's gonna be amazing. And it's gonna sell. Yeah, I'm definitely keeping the Vizio. I've decided on that. I am gonna go ahead and keep it. I want to save that money, so yep, we are good with the Vizio. Andy, uh, curious. What sold more, Fallout 4 or God of War 2018? Fallout 4 versus God of War 2018. What sold more? God of War 2018 sold 20 million copies. Fallout 4 was the highest seller in the franchise with 13.51 million units. So, yeah. Well, a lot of them God of Wars came free with systems too. So, I don't know, guys. It's kind of hard to figure that out. You sorted the bugs, then you had issues with I definitely got all that sorted out. It was just the thing that was screwing it up was because the VRR doesn't work with 100 and 120 hertz mode, and if you have it connected, it'll like mess everything up. So yeah, now that I got that all sorted out, dude, I'm happy with it. It's supposed to be coming in a future patch eventually, but I don't know. It's Vizio's first outing with OLED, so it could take some time, man. I'm not really that hard pressed to get the VRR working in 120 hertz mode, but it would be nice to have it, seeing as a lot of games aren't actually hitting that. But I mean, if they're dropping 20 frames, I don't know if VRR is going to do any good for it, anyways. The only different combat with Eternal is that you could use a flamethrower to get the armor and like jump around and do acrobatics and climb up walls and all the other fun platforming stuff. Doom was more action-packed than God of War and has more story-driven, just the platforming. Yeah. Yeah, dude. If you buy a console and it comes free with God of War, then that cranks up the how many it sold a lot, you know. Eternal also has a grappling hook. Thing I'm most excited about right now is my new setup, guys. I think it looks pretty cool. Does it look a little more professional or no? I need to change the blue paint, don't I? I need to do something else with that. Still looking at the Hisense U8. Honestly, man, you should just jump on it if you can do it. You just beat Doom Eternal. Dude, I bought that game and I beat it right when it came out. It was so good, man. How many Game of the Year editions and remakes for Skyrim? A lot. Way more than God of War. They're probably going to have another one soon. I would presume. Doom was really hard. And you know what's going to be cool this time, Jeff, about the Skyrim upgrade? We're not going to have to pay for it. It's going to be free. If you already own the game, they're going to give it to you free. Or LG Nano 86 series. Yeah, I mean, I was a little worried about like the burn-in and stuff, Andy, of like OLED, but to tell you the truth, man, I don't care, dude. I usually upgrade my TV every couple of years anyway, so if it burns in 2 years, hopefully the next technology in 2 years will be better and not burn in as fast. But yeah, I mean, if it burns out within a year, at least I got a warrant. I mean, I've got like warranty and stuff, so I can get it fixed. But yeah, dude, I mean, for the most part, I'm not too worried about it. I don't think Doom Eternal won anything. The Game Awards, yeah, Doom Eternal didn't win, but it was definitely there so that they could pretend that Sony that I don't understand how freaking The Last of Us 2 even made it to. I don't know, man. Like it was not what I thought. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think that was Game of the Year award. I mean, I don't know. After beating Doom Eternal, I went straight to replaying it again. It's an amazing game. Yeah, dude, it's pretty hardcore, man. Doom Eternal was freaking pretty hardcore. Returnal kind of reminds me of like a third-person Doom Eternal, but just a lot more buggy, dude. I beat Doom in under 20 hours, not challenging too. Just got to get the rhythm down. Yeah, exactly, dude. I think it was pretty. I mean, yeah, as soon as you get that rhythm down, it wasn't pretty bad. It wasn't too bad. Let's see, Skyrim, then Skyrim Game of the Year edition, then Skyrim Legendary edition, then Skyrim Special edition. Any more questions? Yeah, Skyrim. Xbox Series X and S, bro. Sorry, no PS5 one though. Completely rebuilt the whole game, brand new graphics, all running on Unreal Engine 5. No, I'm just joking. And it's free for people who already own it. Doom Eternal should have at least one soundtrack. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, Doom Eternal is definitely one of those games that you want to get better at and you want to keep playing it. That's definitely a true statement, Soulstar. And you can beat Ratchet and Clank in less than 10 hours. Yeah. Wait. Hold on a second. I beat Doom in under 20 hours. Wait, Jeff. I get that. All right, you beat Doom in under 20 hours, and it's not challenging too. Just got to get the rhythm down. Jeff, do you think that Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart was a better game than Doom? So you don't need clickbait reviews. Oh, I know, Shaq. Just sometimes I do the clickbait ones, man. Just sometimes I do that just for the heck of it. I don't know. I'm working on it. I'm trying to. I am doing kind of like an experiment to see how like what works better, like if clickbait really works, or if I should just continue to drive like straightforward. You know what I mean? I mean, honestly, guys, the goal of the channel right now is to just is to get to the point where I can monetize, to where I can make this to where I can turn this into an income stream. I'm not gonna lie. I mean that's honestly the goal right now, but I want to continue. I don't want to get like too clickbaity and too confrontational. Like I really don't want the channel to go that way. And I mean, sometimes like these streams, I mean, they can get as confrontational as they want because it's all of us. And I mean, once we get to know each other and stuff, and once we're like here, like conversating and like talking, I think we learn who each other are, and then we can kind of figure out what the boundaries are and stuff. But at the same time, like when I put out my regular content, I do want to steer that as far away from clickbait as I can eventually. But I gotta get the people that want to see the content I got. I'll be real with you, as a PlayStation fan, Xbox channel get more views. Bad PlayStation, good Xbox gets the views. Yeah, I know. And I mean, I want everybody to know, first and foremost, dude, I've been a PlayStation guy for over 25 years, man. Like it's just once you've been there for so long, like the other side does look more exciting. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I want PlayStation to do good and I want Xbox to do good, because that will drive competition, and competition drives good for us, Yeah, I'm honestly, Shaq, though, every time I put out, like when I would nitpick the PlayStation and stuff like that, I do get a lot more views on those. Actually, my top rated video now, is Xbox Series X versus PlayStation 5. The 6-month review. Jeff, I'm convinced you only play on the lowest difficulty now, man. Some games I play on the lowest difficulty just because I want the story and I don't really care about the gameplay. If the gameplay sucks, yeah, I'm not going to sit and challenge myself. I just want to get through the story. That's been the case on a few games. How much did Skyrim sell again? I can't quite remember, but it was an insane amount. Skyrim was pretty good. Don't go that way. Just be yourself. Unbiased best way. Yeah, definitely. I'm not going to go all crap gamer. Trust me, guys. Like that's just dumb. I'm not going to sit here and like hold up plastic boxes for the rest of my life. I'm a consumer just like you guys, man. I buy this stuff. I play it. I I get irritated with things, you know, and you know, the older you get, the more you just start to like really see shit for what it is. And it's like, okay, man, like, are we just going to keep playing a safe game, developers? Like, what are we going to do? You know, dude, Witcher 3 is probably like the best game I played in a long time, just because I've played that game, you know, a few times, and every time it's different. It's a different experience. It feels better. It feels, I learn more stuff, you know, and it gets to be a better experience the more I play it. I'm seeing a lot of positive Xbox news lately, even from PlayStation fans. Yeah, dude, Xbox is doing a pretty decent job. I'm trying to debate if I should spend $1,000 on a 120 hertz TV or get a monitor. I'm really cheap. Any ideas? Playing on a TCL. Shaq, I just bought that Vizio OLED. It's $1,300 for the 55-inch model. If you can afford that, if you can afford $1,300, I would say jump on it, dude. I know the CX is better, the LG CX is better, but if you're looking for a more budget Vizio that's pretty decent, you pick this TV up, man, and then like follow me on Twitter, bro, and I'll teach you how to get it set up so you don't hit all the bugs and shit that I hit that first day, because that shit was stressful. It was annoying. I was almost ready to take it back and just get the CX and pay the extra $300, but I'm glad I got it figured out. So it's definitely good. There are some there's there is other things. If you don't want an OLED and you are on a budget, Vizio does make the Vizio M series 65-inch, and you can get the M series 65-inch, and it will have the VRR support. It'll have the 120 hertz. It'll have all of that technology for under $700. But it's going to be QLED technology. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, dude. QLED was fine. I was perfectly okay with it until I saw OLED. So, and I've never tried a PC monitor, so I cannot tell you. Yeah, those M series, bro. Make sure you get the M8, because they make them in M6, M7, and M8. The M8 is always the best. It's going to have more local dimming zones. If you're going QLED, that's what you want, bro. You want local dimming zones. That is the most important, because it's going to give you a lot blacker blacks compared to edge lit. You don't want no edge lit crap. That technology's stupid. Get a Vizio M series, something with local dimming zones. And then you'll also have support for the HDMI 2.1 and the I mean, if you can get a P series is pretty damn good. The only reason I say 65 inch is because the 55-inch Shaq does not have the doesn't have all the 120 hertz and stuff. You have to go bigger on that. The P series has it, and those are like 1,100 or like 1,199 or something. But the 55-inch, the only way to get a 55-inch with the 120 hertz from Vizio is to buy the OLED, like I did. I'm kind of constrained with what size I can get. You know, like I had to get the 55-inch because I just don't have room for a 65 in here. So every game, Sony open world action adventure, Sony driven games and stealth games. Understand why you're a PlayStation fan. No, trust me, John. I like those games. Yeah, Far Cry 6 could be my first Far Cry. Could be my first Far Cry after Watch Dogs. I stopped getting Ubisoft open worlds. I'm still gonna get Ubisoft open worlds at least for a little while longer. If I am going to give the Assassin's Creed Unity or Infinity or freaking Try or whatever. If it sucks, dude, I'll quit playing it, and then I'll just be done with that series. For me, Metro kills Far Cry. Oh, dude, Metro's pretty badass, bro. Metro is pretty damn good. Yeah, Far Cry 3. I bought Far Cry 3 on my Series X and it runs at 4K. So I definitely recommend picking that up. Yeah, I heard good things about oh Shaq. I have a 140 hertz monitor for my Series S. It's awesome, 27 inch, it's over 300 pounds. Yeah, the monitors you can get pretty cheap. Well, not pretty cheap, but if you're going to want like a 4K one, I don't know if I wasn't really seeing any of the 4K ones that were cheap enough at 120 hertz. What are you playing? What are you playing, Soulstar or Shaq? Are you PlayStation or Xbox, bro? I might get one of them Steam Deck, Sev. I like I said, I mean, if I can get one without having to fight for it, I might pick one up. Never played a single Far Cry game in your life? You're not missing much, Toby. You're not missing much. They're basically an open world. Yeah, you're not missing much, dude. They're all right, but you're not missing much. Yeah, I mean, Shaq, I'm on both Series and PlayStation. Might get it. Oh yeah, you're gonna want a TV then, dude, because the monitors are gonna be pretty expensive. And the HDR, like I don't know if the HDR on the monitors is anywhere near as good as you're gonna get on a TV, bro. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you're gonna get good HDR on a monitor, I'm sure it's gonna be pretty expensive and it's gonna be pretty small, like 32 inches or something. 1440p sweet spot on a monitor, but he's got a PS5 too, Andy, so that's not going to do him any good. He'll get 1080p on that. That would just be pointless to do that unless you get a Fort HDR on the monitor is the same. I mean, I'm pretty sure it depends on what monitor. I've seen a lot of the monitors not putting out that great a HDR. Just get the TV. Hello. Yeah, I don't know. I know there's a couple of monitors out there that are really, really good, but they're also pretty expensive. Yeah, I don't know, man. It just depends, dude. If you want like a bigger viewing surface, or you need at least HDR 600. Yeah, 600, and at 4K at 120 hertz, it's going to be one hell of an expensive monitor, I think. When you buy a monitor, they rate HDR with a number. Just check it before you buy it. Oh, okay. I like resource hunting in games. I play survival games a lot. Subnautica Arc, Conan Exiles. Oh, I see. I've got Conan Exiles downloaded, but I'm not, dude. I try to get into those survival games, but I don't know. Damn, forgot PS5 doesn't support 1440p. Sony dropped the ball on that. Yeah, dude, they don't do 1440p's yet, so it's kind of pointless to get something at 1440p for that. I mean, if you got the PlayStation 5, you're gonna want a TV. Play my PC games on the LG CX TV with my Steam Link. Yeah, the PC games can't count. Games. Are you into Hitman? Oh yeah, dude, Hitman's a freaking amazing game, dude. And if you buy the newest Hitman and you buy like the thing or whatever, don't they give you all the other games with it? And they're all upgraded to look as good as the newest one. Like it's pretty good. That's a pretty good deal, man. I love how they bring the old games forward with the newest one, man. That's I love that company for that, man. They're freaking amazing. And every single one of those Hitmans are so good. Best monitor, Samsung Odyssey G7, about 500 pounds. So that's pretty cheap. Well, not cheap, but imagine not supporting 1440p. Well, I get Sony's argument. Well, people either have a 1080p TV or a 4K TV. So why should we waste resources and support 1440p that nobody makes a TV? Wish I was younger so I could play these so I can play all these games. Yeah. Oh gosh, Juan. Yeah, dude, it's hard to be able to play as many games as you want. Got more money than time now. And my PC is true native 4K, not upscaled bullshit. Yeah, I haven't gotten into the new Hitman, but I want to. I love the old one. Yeah. Did you play 1, 2, and 3, or just the older ones? The new 3, the ones that started coming out last gen and forward, those are all freaking good. Are we all checking out that Ubisoft shooter that's going to be? Yeah, we definitely are. I'm not going to be able to do that because I'll be at work, but when I get home, I'm going to check it out, and then we'll probably talk about it during Fanboys Anonymous tomorrow. Jeff, enjoy Hitman 3. It's great. Oh yeah, dude. Shots fired. Who's firing shots, man? No. I'll get it at some point. I'm playing Scarlet Nexus and Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate. Final Fantasy Remake Integrate is like 4 hours. Scarlet Nexus is pretty good though, man. That's a good 25 hours for one story. So I'm pretty sure that you could probably get 50 hours out of that easy. Well, I don't know. It might speed up the second playthrough because you basically will know what you're doing after the first one. Returnal is a true native 4K game. Okay, yeah. Fanboys Anonymous. Yeah. Fanboys Anonymous tomorrow at 5 o'clock. I expect you to be there, Shaq. I want to hear your perspective on it. It's pretty fun, man. We get in there and we just talk about all the fanboy stuff that goes on. Eternal is upscaled 1800 1080p. Yeah, dude, it's pretty fun. Go back through my lives, Shaq, and check out one of the Fanboy Anonymous. Last week was quality versus quantity. We were talking about that. This week might be I don't know. I still haven't figured out the topic of this one, but I will by tomorrow. I'll have it up. Severin, I didn't get Final Fantasy Remake at launch. I was gonna play it when I got the PS5 version. Oh, so you're playing all of it then? Okay. So yeah, I mean the main game took me about 27 hours, and then the Intergrade was a couple hours. So that's not bad. You harp on about supporting games day one, then you tell me you didn't buy the game at launch. Well, Sev, it's okay because it wasn't a Sony first party. You're all right to it's perfectly okay to not buy third party games at launch. So yeah. Time for bed. Good night. Oh, good night, Andy. You have a good night, my friend. Yeah, I'm gonna get off and play some video games too. So I appreciate y'all for coming, man. You guys have a good night. Fanboys Anonymous tomorrow. I'll be on at 5 o'clock. I think we're gonna bring Lantern Alex back for tomorrow for Fanboys Anonymous. It's kind of nice having a co-host for that. You guys have a good night. So yep, 5 o'clock. See ya. Hopefully you come tomorrow, Shaq. That'll be kind of cool. You guys have a good night. Thanks for coming. I pick and choose what game I get. Severin, some games I wait for sale. All right. You guys have a good night, man. I'm going to play me some F1 2021. I can't get enough of that game. And it looks so good on my OLED. All right, guys. See you tomorrow.